Hey guys, welcome back to Sjindie Games, and today we're playing something called Train Fever. Now first up, this is pretty much, I think it's early access actually, because the game feels very incomplete. It's £19.99 as well on Steam, so it's very steep, but it piqued my interest because this game is a lot like the old Transport Tycoon Deluxe. If you've seen us play that on the live stream, it's a lot of fun, and there's definitely some areas where you can see, hey yeah, they've definitely copied that older game, which is a great thing because it was a classic, and the gameplay was amazing. So let's just jump in and see what Train Fever has to offer. Alright, now here we go. Now there's a tutorial that you can run if you're new to the game, but I've already been through it. It teaches you how to put down a bus path, a kind of a bus route, and how to put down stations for people to get onto buses. So I'm going to skip the tutorial and show you how to do it directly. Now where are we going to start? Where are we going to put our buses? Well, let's see, we can move around with the arrow keys. Now we are going to go to, let's pick a nice big town. Where are we going to go? Let's go, well, I'll tell you what, Barnsley right in the middle looks pretty big. So let's put down some bus stations and begin our Train Fever empire. Now there's not too much depth to the game, as you can see. The menus are at the top left. You've got your money, which we've got apparently got $3 million. And because this is apparently 1850, that's $3 million is like 3 billion back then. It's like a huge amount. It's April the 27th, which doesn't make a difference to us. But on the right, you can see here, you've only got rail and road. That means there's no flying in this game, as far as I can see, or boats. Now, they might come as the ages progress, because I don't think flight's even been invented yet. So that could come down the line. But the first thing we're going to do is set up a bus route. And we're going to make it go all the way across Barnsley. Now, a couple of important things to remember is your buses have to go the right way down roads, and they can't swap over to the other side of the road to pick stuff up from another bus station. So what we need to do is find the stations tool. Here we go. And what are these? This is a, I don't know what that is actually. What is that? That's a bus station. That's a tram station. But this is a bus stop. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a bus stop. And remember, they go on the right side of the road. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, this is going to be the end of a path. So we're going to put it on the left here. On the other side of the road, and then he's going to change the side of the road. He's going to come down here to, where's he going to go? I think there looks good. Now you have to be careful because you can't build bus stations too far apart because they need to be able to connect to each other. And now we'll put another bus station, I think, on the corner here. Can we put it on the corner? No, there's nowhere free. So we're going to have to put one over here, I think. Hopefully this is close enough. Then we'll put another one right at the end where you change the side of the road. And then I guess we're going to have to put one over here to link them up. There we go. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Right. So what's that? Oh, it's changed. Oh, right. Oh, right. That's connected those two bus stops. Right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put down a bus depot. Right about here. Now, what's this thing here? Now, this game is constantly being updated because I think it is early access. If not, it's kind of being patched and things are being added to it, albeit slowly. So, I mean, buyer beware. You are buying like a game that hasn't got too much depth yet, but that could change. So we're going to put down a road depot, I think, right about here on the edge so we don't spoil the town too much. On this dirt path here. Now, we could build roads, I think, to make that even better. Which I think we might do, actually. Let's try doing that. Does this work? Here we go. Can we build this? Nope. That's a null segment, apparently. Right. So does this work? No, it's too close. Okay, we're going to leave the road as it is. Because you don't even get buses yet. Check this out. Because we're so far in the past, all you get is horses and carts. So what we're going to do is we're going to... Oh, what's this? Industries, towns, stations, vehicles, company finances. Right, now we need to find the routes thing. Here we go. Now we can create a line. So let's just create the first line. Now you start here at the bus depot. So we'll make a new line, and a line is basically a patrol route that a bus takes. So we'll add the first station, which will be, of course, this one. Manchester Road, apparently. And then the next station, now is this close enough? It might be too far away. Nope, it's just about right. Then we'll add another station down here. Bam. And then he'll turn around at the end of School Lane and come down to the other station in Mill Lane. And then he'll come down to this station here on New Street, and then he'll go back to Manchester Road. And there we go, we've got one loop that goes along this section of the road. All right, pretty sweet. So let's just close that. We've finished the line, and this is line 1. So we're done. Now we need to buy a road vehicle. Now, oh yeah, look, we got stagecoaches and horse wagons, because in the 1850s, there were no buses back then. Cars hadn't even been invented. So we're going to have to use the old horse and cart to get people from A to B. So let's buy one of these. Now we could buy 2, but there's no point yet because there aren't enough people at our stations. In fact, I think each station can hold about 5 passengers at the moment. Well, no, they can't, but the horse and cart can only hold 5 passengers. So let's give this thing a line to go on. So we click line. Line 1 is the line that this thing's going to use. Okay, so we've got a horse and cart on line 1. And now let's tell him to go. Oh no, we don't need to tell him to go. He'll already do it. Oh yeah, now let's watch this horse and cart get drawn up to Manchester Road. Oh, pretty badass. There we go, and he stopped. But unfortunately, there's nobody waiting at any of these stations. Now we can watch this horse and cart go backwards and forwards, up and down the line. He'll pick up passengers as they stop at the bus stops, and they'll make a fair amount of whack for the, you know, they'll make a fair amount of money as they get on the stagecoach. Now, one thing that's a bit offset, which is a bit weird, is the currency isn't really scaling very well. So this horse and cart uses about $400 a week, which is pretty insane because back in the 1850s, that was a lot of money. Yeah, there you go, $395 in the 1850s. That's like about $30,000 in modern days. That's like a bus that costs $30,000 per week operating cost. That's insane. Right, so we've got that bus route, and that's going, right? Okay, cool. So you're saying, all right, it's train fever, and I see buses? Well, not even buses. That's a stagecoach. But what we need now is trains. That's right, I've got train fever, so I want to get a train on the case. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of industry as well, because we've done the passenger thing with the stagecoach, and we'll just leave that guy rolling in the background. I think we can focus on him, take a look at him. There we go, got a window up now. It shows us where he's going, so we just monitor that in the corner. No worries. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build some industry. So here we have, what are you? This is a coal mine. Now, where does a coal mine need to go? I'm not quite sure. Now, what's this? This is an oil well. Oh, pretty, wow, oil? Near Barnsley? What kind of Barnsley is this? It's nothing like the real Barnsley, let me tell you. Okay, so what is this thing here? This is a ore mine. Okay, so these are 3 things that create a natural resource, but what we want is something that can use the coal. This is a forest, it creates wood. Okay, fair enough. Now, what's this thing down here? Again, another forest. Right, so we need something that can use coal. This is an oil refinery. Oh, now this can take oil and turn it into goods. Right, and then you can sell goods, I think, at a town. So we could take the oil from there and take it down to the oil refinery there, but that's a long way to take a train. We want a shorter journey to start with. What's this thing? An oil refinery. And what's this thing? An oil well. Oh, perfect. Look, so we've got oil right next to an oil well. Now, we could use the stagecoach to get it from A to B, but we're going to use trains just because I like trains. Now, again, there's no passengers on the stagecoach, so we're watching that in the background. Yeah, no passengers so far. Hopefully the business will pick up soon because I think our stagecoach is losing a fair bit of money at the moment. Right, so what are we going to do? We're going to put down, first things first, a station, or rather 2. 2 stations, of course. Oh, it's expensive to put down a train station, isn't it? 100k! Wow. Now we're going to need to leave a little bit of room on the end to put down a train depot, but there it looks about right. And now we're going to put the other train station right over here, right next to the oil refinery. Right, and now all we need to do is hook them up with railway line. Now, railway line's a bit tricky to put down because the land isn't quite flat. Now, we selected a flat map, of course, but there's still a little bit of like an incline here and there. So we'll just grab some rail. Now, can we draw a straight line over to the... No, we can't draw a straight line over to the other railway. We can draw a straight line over to about there. So we'll do that. 40k, not too expensive. And now we'll connect at the last bit like that. Bam! Perfect, and now we've got a short little train journey from A to B, from the oil wells to the oil refinery. Sweet. Now all we need, like the train, like the bus route that we have, is a bit of a train depot. Let's put this down on the edge. There we go. Oh, looking good, looking perfect. Now we will create a line, of course. Now it's time to create a patrol. So we get a new line. I want you to go to Halezoen and then go to Halezoen North. And that should take oil to the oil refinery. Now we need to make sure that at Halezoen North it drops off all of its oil. But it doesn't say it can. Now wait, have we done the right thing here? Let's take a look. Of course, we need a freight station, not a train station. Okay, my bad. But luckily enough, we can use the bulldozer tool just to get rid of that. Quite expensive, but we're not going to play this for very long, I don't think. So we can just do that quite quickly without any worries. Oh, now this time we can draw a direct path between the two, so that's perfect. And now again, the train depot. Down it goes. Let's plonk it here. Perfect. Now, let's set up this second line. So we'll add the station here. Halezoen North. And then we'll add this station over here. Halezoen's Siding. Now, looks like there's no way to load. There's no way to just set to drop off. But hopefully the oil should know that it has to go to the oil well, the oil refinery, and it can drop it off automatically. Okay, let's forget the oil and start building a train. So we'll click on the depot. Let's close the line window. And let's buy a train. Alright, now the only one we can build is the Spanish Brotli barn. Okay, we'll buy that. That's the main engine right at the front. And now we'll fill this up with tank wagons, which are used to carry oil. Now I think 5 is perfect. And we'll set this line to line 2. And I think he should be pulling out of the depot any second now. Oh, there it goes! Oh man, look at this train. Now one of the cool things about this game is it is 3D. Transport Tycoon was 2D and you used sprites, but it's cool to see 3D trains trucking along the train lines and going along the world. Now one question actually is this line is green and I don't know what that means. The other line was red, which might mean that it's a bad line. So let's check on the line over here and see what's going on. Now why is it red? Nothing waiting here. Oh, we've got a passenger waiting at School Lane though. Oh yeah. Oh, so our stagecoach is actually making money now. Let's click on it and see how much money it's made. Okay, so far it's made minus 2,000, but now that we're getting passengers for this patrol route, that should go up. Let's check on our train down here though. Right, and it's left the oil wells where there is nothing waiting. Shows if currently shipped or ordered items are transported on your lines. Yes. Okay, great. So that means that the oil wells are producing oil and it is going to my station. Pretty sweet. Oh, but man, this is an expensive train. Now let's check the oil wells. Line usage, no. Shows if currently shipped or ordered items are transported on your lines. Oh, no, right. So the first cargo item is waiting at Halezoen North. So when the train goes back there, it can pick up the oil. And fingers crossed, when this thing arrives, it will give its oil to the oil refinery right here. Now, it should be close enough to do that, but it might not be, so we'll have to wait and see. But while we're doing that, let's just speed up time until this train goes backwards and forwards and see if we're actually making money off this line. Oh yeah, here it comes. Now it's going to pull up to the platform. And is it going to pick up oil? Let's take a look. Okay, so it's turned around. Let's see if it's got any oil on board. Oh yeah, look here, there's a 5 icon next to the tanks, which means I think it's taking 5 units of oil. And there's nothing waiting here at all. Oh yeah, so it's fully stocked up on oil. Right, now let's see if it drops off the oil at the oil refinery. Let's head over there and wait for the train to arrive. Oh, here it comes. The train is pulling up to the oil refinery. Okay, let's see how much money we make. Now, it might be that this train station is too far away from the oil refinery and it might not drop off any of the oil. But fingers crossed it will. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's dropped off $28,000 worth of oil. Oh, pretty sweet. Well, this has been a quick look at train fever. So far, I think this is all you can transport. Some of these coal and oil things and passengers. But we are playing the game in 1851. So it could be that as the game progresses, more things unlock or not. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, it's £19.99 on Steam, which is very expensive for what I think it is so far. It's a lot of fun. It's not quite as deep as Transport Tycoon, the original, is. But it's a lot of fun, and I'm having a pretty cool time developing Barnsley and running my oil empire near Hallows Owen. So I've been Sjin, and this has been a Sjindie Games look at Train Fever. Hit like and favourite and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for some more indie games. Take care.